Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's your boy Dinari. And before we get started with another episode of the Youngbouls Podcast, I want to let you guys know about Unheralded Media. Now, what is Unheralded Media, you may ask? It's a sports media collective run by my man Chris. If you like basketball, if you do podcasts such as mine, Youngbouls Podcast, or you like doing photography like my man Aiden, or you like doing anything else, you like writing articles, hit us up at Unheralded Media. There's a lot of good creators over there, and if you want to be a part of something special like that, hit us up. Let us know. And just follow us on IG at Unheralded. Link is in the bio. And yeah, man. With all that being said, enjoy this episode of the Youngbouls Podcast. And peace. Jay, you got anything to say before this episode?
Follow.
Anything else?
Subscribe. Follow. Watch. Love. Support.
And support. Enjoy the episode, man. Peace.
Bro, Chris Paul has better handles than AI.
Go. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is me, Dinari again. Welcome back. Brand new episode here of the Youngbouls Podcast. It's been 2 weeks since we last dropped an episode. It's your boy Dinari here. I already said my name, but, just reiterating for the people who don't know who I am. Here I am again with my man Jay. Jay, say what's up to the people, man.
Yo.
Yeah, it's been an eventful 2 weeks, man. For me, as a Sixers fan, I got the hat on right here, but we're gonna get into the Paul George stuff in a few. Obviously, Jay's a Commanders fan. We're gonna get into
of course
stuff with the Commanders in a few, possibly getting Ayuk. We'll see about that, but we're gonna start off with Summer League, man. Jalen, as we know, is a Wizards fan.
Really?
Sarr just made his debut in Summer League. So Jay, what did you dislike about, the debut? How you feel about the Wizards going forward? How you feel about the youngsters?
For it's Summer League, so I wasn't really expecting too much. I want to see my players play, but once again, it's Summer League, so I wasn't really tripping regardless of what happened. But somebody did surprise me, Bob Carrington. He had I want to say 18, 8 and 8 off was it 3 turnovers? And he went 4 for 8 from 3. He had a pretty good game, bro. So if he plays like that all season, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing from my team. Alexander Sarr, he had a nice little, was it 8 points or 9 points, whatever it was. Yeah. He had 4 blocks, a couple rebounds, a few assists, which I really like to see. Like to see him passing the ball.
Yeah.
And Keyshawn George, he had a little stinker, but like I said, it's Summer League. I don't really worry about that. So
yeah,
I'm liking what I'm seeing from my team.
I got you.
Besides Johnny Davis, let me say that.
Wait, he's still in Summer League? They didn't.
Yes, he is still playing.
Is he
in Summer League.
He's eligible still? I didn't even know he was eligible still because he got drafted.
It doesn't matter when you were drafted. If you
right, because veterans can play in Summer League too, right?
Yeah, they got Kevin Knox is playing too, so Kevin Knox is playing in the Summer League.
Yeah, I think y'all should honestly with the whole Johnny Davis thing, man. Y'all need to give that up.
Man,
I don't think there's no upside
him back
to that
to the
anymore.
capital city go, man.
There's no upside to that anymore, man. I remember a couple years back, y'all were trying to develop him into the next, next big guard for y'all, but it just never panned out.
Waste of a draft pick.
Yeah. But moving on to my team, the Sixers, man. There's a lot that I like already. Adam Bona, he's a nice little backup center that we got, man. He's really relentless, getting rebounds, doing this thing in Summer League. Ricky Council, another player who didn't get that much run last year, but I'm hoping this year he's going to get a lot of run, especially being a spark plug off the bench. He's been doing this thing in Summer League. The other solid players, Jerry McCain, TikTok star, 3 days into college. Whatever. But, he's doing his thing too. He's shooting the ball well in Summer League. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm trying to keep my expectations about these, the rookies and stuff, very, very low. I'm not expecting them to be coming into the season, giving me 30 plus or, just being able to help this team out. Like you said, it's Summer League and, it's really easy to, just based off of some of the games to be very high on these players. We saw this with players such as Ben Simmons, which honestly, even with Ben Simmons, man, in summer league, like he was nice coming into the league. The confidence just wavered. But we saw this with players such as Lonzo Ball. You don't even have to get me started about that whole thing. I remember the whole hype when Lonzo was even at summer league. That was the most packed I've seen it. Zion even. When Zion was in summer league, everybody was calling him the next LeBron. That was a crazy time. I remember people were, not really giving much look at, Trae Young, who had a terrible summer league, but obviously one of the best guards in the league. So, just making sure that as NBA, viewers such as ourselves, and just anybody who watches the NBA, to keep your summer league, conclusions, impressions, all that stuff to like a minimum. Unless you're like a team that's really in need of like a rebuild or really in need of like a player who's supposed to develop and do certain things, then yeah, but no way, shape, or form am I saying, oh, Jerry McCain gave me 20 in summer league, he's gonna be an all-star this year. Like, nah. If he is an all-star, for sure, that's awesome. But come on, like just being realistic about the whole thing. So yeah, man, that's my whole thing about summer league. But anything else you want to say about summer league?
Yeah, I just want to touch back on the point you said. Like, you try how Trae Young had a really bad summer league. I was like, there's so many different players in the league that had a bad summer league. Like even Wembanyama, bro. I think the most he dropped was like 7 in summer league. He played like one game and sat the rest.
He got dunked on by Kai Jones, and yeah, people like remember that. But Wembanyama's solid rookie. I'm pretty sure he won Rookie of the Year. I'm like 90% sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
most
he did. He did. But
he had a great rookie season. I would say like he might be top 15 in the league. That's not a crazy take.
That's not a crazy take at all. That's not a crazy take. We can even get in the top 15 players in the league if you want to, because I'm interested in hearing who's your top 15. I got mine too, but we could definitely do that in a few. But yeah, for sure, there's a lot of players. Donovan Mitchell. De'Aaron Fox. There's a lot of players who are all-stars today who we probably didn't even either see at Summer League or wasn't getting that much tick at Summer League. And not even just now. Like, if you remember how Summer Leagues used to be back in the day, like, they used to be, like, really, like, it's not as televised. You get what I mean? Like, most of the Summer League games were, like, on NBA TV and stuff like that. And they're, like,
those are like AAU tournaments, I swear, bro.
It was, like, AAU. Like,
they were playing, like, AAU
I don't even think...
bro.
They had like the old raggedy Adidas jerseys and stuff. They look like pennies and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So if you thought that, there's a lot of players who definitely slipped through the cracks of Summer League, like back in the day and stuff. Like, I didn't even know if Kawhi Leonard played in Summer League or not. I don't even know. Players such as, I can't even name him. Curry was in Summer League. Nobody was checking on Curry in Summer League. No one was saying Curry's going to be a 2-time MVP and a Finals champion after his Summer League performance. So really just making sure, like I said, just making sure you're keeping your Summer League expectations and, just your markups of players and stuff to like a minimum. Because like I said, man, people, they love to jump to conclusions with stuff like this. And at the end of the day, it's literally an AAU like warm-up thing to like the real thing. Like, this is not even real ball. It's just like, bro, the coaches are wearing shorts and khakis. This is not like... It's not
even a real coaches, bro.
Yeah, it's not even real coaches. It's like development stuff. So, I mean, that's really all I got to say about it. Any final thoughts for you, Jay? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, that was about
it. All right. But, speaking of Summer League, speaking of NBA, obviously, like I said at the beginning of the episode, for me, solid week, seeing me with the Sixers brim on. We have acquired Paul George, made a lot of splashes in free agency, got Eric Gordon. I already said my piece about Paul George on the little video clip I posted, a couple of weeks back, but, interesting to hear, from somebody else who's not a Sixers fan, who doesn't like the Sixers or anything like that. So, Jay, what's your thoughts on, Paul George coming to the Sixers for 4 years, man?
I feel like the contract was a bit long, but regardless, I feel like obviously it's a great move. I just hope y'all can do something with it. That's all I can say.
You're telling me.
That's all I can say, bro.
You're telling me. Look, like I said before, I said that the Sixers were in need of like some help, man. Because I mean, we were a solid team last year, but obviously with Tobias, man, who thank goodness he's gone. Obviously with Tobias last year, man, it was just hard for us to really have a third option for scoring, fourth option for scoring and stuff like that. And we had to rely on a lot of other players. But to get an all-star like Paul George, somebody who's, been to a conference finals, that's another form of experience and stuff like that. But, somebody who's still in search of a championship, and with Embiid, hopefully if they can stay healthy, which if you know Paul George and Embiid by now, man, chances of them playing 65-plus games is very, very slim. But,
let's switch that up because I think Paul George played like high 60s, low 70s this year.
In Nick Nurse's system, you think he's playing more than 70 games?
Who knows, bro? Who knows?
But yeah, man. But if they can stay healthy, especially with the emergence of Tyrese Maxey and everything like that, coming off an All-Star season and the most improved season at that, I really just want to see this team win, man. Look, my freshman year, I'm in college. I'm a junior in college right now. My freshman year, I witnessed us lose to the Celtics in 7 games, with Tatum dropping 55 on our heads after we choked.
Game 7. Boom, boom, boom. Everything dropping. Boom, boom. Left, right. Oh, he in the hoop.
You done?
Yeah.
All right, so I witnessed that happen freshman year. Last year, I witnessed us losing to the Knicks. And at my school, I go to Temple. So, it's mostly people from New York or like Philly or like DC. And most of my friends that I know are Knicks fans. So, even Jalen here is a Wizards fan. Jalen here is a Wizards fan, and he was saying orange and blue skies like he's from New York. But, I was just hearing it from everybody, man, about how the Knicks are better and all this stuff. So that was killing me, too. So we lost in the first round this year. I can't afford us losing again, man. And, Embiid coming up on, I think he's 30 now or he's close. He's either 30 or he's close. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he might be 29.
29. Okay, so he's in his prime, but we have since we've been competing for a title, the Sixers have been doing everything they possibly can to put Embiid around players that they can win with. We saw this with Jimmy Butler. We saw this with, I can't even understand this, trying to get Al Horford and stuff like that. We saw this with James Harden even. They're trying to surround him with players that he can win with, and they can't get the job done. And it's going to be, before you know it, it's going to be a time where Embiid's going to be like, I can't do this here. I request a trade. So all I'm saying is the trade sounds great. 4 years, is that a lot? Maybe. Is the money thing? Maybe. But if we're trying to win now, we're serious about this, then I'm all in. Now, do I wish that we would have went out and gotten somebody else as well, like Lauri Markkanen? For sure. Am I tripping that we didn't? Not at all. But it would be nice to have another body. You get what I'm saying? We re-signed Kelly Oubre, which was very huge for me. I loved Kelly Oubre last year, what he brought to the Sixers. You said what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
You said what?
Go ahead.
What'd you say, Jay? What'd you say?
I didn't say a word. Continue on.
Okay. I love what he brought last year to the Sixers, man. He was a solid player for us when he was healthy. KJ Martin, I don't know why we re-signed him. Honestly, I didn't know we re-signed him until you told me before we did this episode, Jay. But, I mean, I guess it's because he's a solid rebounder.
Yeah, but him and Kelly Oubre are practically the same players.
Except that KJ Martin doesn't shoot like that. He doesn't
exactly,
shoot.
And Kelly does it better. Kelly's they're the same player.
It's probably just for like another body to get rebounds and stuff like that. Probably like another slasher. I don't know. But we signed him. I'm happy we were able to keep Kyle Lowry. We signed Kyle Lowry. That was good. So yeah, like I said, more experience, but hopefully this leads to a championship because I, for one, am tired of us, not making it past the second round and hearing teams and just hearing people from other teams saying, when was the last time y'all won a title? Obviously, I wasn't even born yet when we won. So hopefully we're able to get over it this year, win the title, and really just do something. Obviously, that's not the only free agency news that has happened. Chris Paul going to San Antonio. I love that trade so much. I love Chris Paul going to San Antonio.
I think everybody does. I feel like him and Pop. I mean, that's IQ through the roof. But
I said this, but I feel like that could be a playing team for sure. They're going to surprise a lot of people.
Some sneaky.
They're going to surprise a lot of people. In this trade, the CP3 to San Antonio trade reminds me more of when CP3 went to Oklahoma City. Remember when he went to Oklahoma City? In
Yeah, but I
Oklahoma
guess he didn't really have a big man like that. Who was
But
he?
it's not like as far as like the big man, but him mentoring a younger player. You get what I mean?
Oh yeah, mentoring,
And
yeah, just a
how he
younger
was able
team.
to, yeah, how he was able to mentor Shea, and they were able to surprise a lot of people, make the playoffs. I feel like he's gonna have that same effect in San Antonio. Having a ball handler such as Chris Paul and a passer, that's gonna unlock a whole different side of the game for Wembanyama, who's already a good defender and scorer. If he gets his passing straight, he's gonna be even more of a threat. So, just him in San Antonio, like you said, with Pop and just a young core with San Antonio, the Spurs and everything, IQ Central. So I rock with it. Jay, you want to say anything else? Because you were saying something earlier.
It was just more the Chris Paul to San Antonio. I think everybody likes that trade. Chris Paul is known for turning around teams, but he can't really finish. Is what
Yeah.
in the playoffs he's not there, but at least he's gonna turn the team around.
Yeah.
Make the team a little bit better.
I'm not sitting up here saying that they're gonna go to like the conference finals or something. They're definitely gonna be out like maybe first, second round, but they're definitely gonna be a solid playing team for sure. And I don't know if Chris Paul's gonna stay there for the rest of his career, but for next year it's gonna be a fun team to watch for sure. So if you definitely watch the NBA next year, check that out. Another trade, obviously, Klay Thompson. His Warriors tenure has come to an end. He is now a Dallas Maverick. It's a weird look. I definitely expect him to go to LA, but I did, because his dad played at LA, and I thought he was gonna play in the Lakers. I thought he was, but yeah, like y'all said, he's in Dallas. So him, Luka, the perimeter defense looks like it's gonna be cooked, but shooting and everything else, it should be fine if Klay is on. So, hopefully that goes well. What you think about that one, though? What you think about that trade?
First off, your comment about the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers think they're going to get everybody in the NBA.
That is true.
They think everybody in the NBA wants to come to LA, and that's just not the case. Klay Thompson to the Mavericks, though. I feel like, yeah, like you said, the shooting's really up there. That helps space the floor. Yeah, and that's what the Mavericks need. Let their stars go to work and space the floor.
Yeah.
Drive and kick. So that's really all they need.
I will say though, them losing Derrick Jones and Josh Green, like I kinda wish they were able to keep him low key. Because Josh Green was like a nice little, backup for them coming off the bench. And he was young and everything like that. Derrick Jones, he was like a spark plug too. You weren't really expecting him to score, but he just did a lot of other hustle stuff on the floor and everything like that. And, was able to like help out in ways, especially in the playoffs. Like you saw how he had in the playoffs. Like he was on. Like he was almost not even missing from the corner. So, I mean, seeing them go hurts. But like you said, when they're on offense, it's ability to space the floor. Mavericks should be nice next year for sure. But we'll see. It's only time will tell. And then the other trade that we had, DeMar DeRozan staying in California and going to Sacramento with De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Malik Monk still there. How we feel about that, Jay? How we feel about that one?
I feel like, it adds another scorer to the team. They really needed that. Malik Monk was good coming off the bench, but the starters really, I don't know, it just seemed like it was lackluster. Like, De'Aaron Fox was really inconsistent this year.
Yeah.
Other than the year before that. Like, he was a little inconsistent for both of them, Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox. They were a little inconsistent. Like, they need some scorers up there, so.
Got you. I mean, I feel like that's going to be a nice core. It's going to be a nice big three. Obviously, DeRozan, he's filthy from the mid-range and everything like that. He's going to get to his spot. Sabonis, triple-double machine. He's going to be able to space the floor as well. De'Aaron Fox is going to be able to work out. If they're on, it should work, but only time's going to tell. And then also, too, you got shooters such as Keegan Murray. So, literally, I feel like it's going to be the same thing with the Mavericks. Same thing with the Mavericks with it is going with the Kings. If you space the floor, the offense is going to be on. But the Kings going to have a lot better time on defense because, Sabonis, obviously, a solid defender. Keegan Murray, solid two-way player. And, the Kings look like they can make a push. Again, not going far, but they could definitely make the playoffs again. Do something, make some noise for sure. So that's gonna be a fun team to watch as well. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And then no other really high, important trades that I think have happened. There's been like some smaller trades, but I don't really think of any bigger ones right now. You got any? I don't even think. Nah.
DeJounte Murray to the Pelicans.
Yeah, that was yeah. I don't think it's gonna change much, to be honest with you.
I'm trying to remember who did the Hawks get. I don't remember all the details of the trade.
I don't know. All I know, I don't think it's gonna change much, to be honest with you.
Now, for real, I think it's going to help the Pelicans a lot more because CJ McCollum is not a pure one. They had him running the one entire year.
McCollum's older though, and if it was like more or less like younger, like first coming to Pelicans McCollum, I'll be like more excited about it. But McCollum's old. He's getting up there in age. I don't know if he could still play like the way he was playing in Portland for sure. And Murray, I mean, he's coming from a team that in his 2 seasons being there, finished, lost in the first round in the playoffs, and then lost in the play-in. I just don't know how that's going to work with a team with Zion. Valanciunas is not even there anymore.
Welcome to DC.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna work. And you're saying that, and people were saying like, "Oh, it's gonna be a scary team." I'm like, it's only gonna be scary if Zion stays healthy. If Zion's not healthy, that's gonna be a solid 8th, 9th seed team, in my opinion. That's what I feel like. I feel like the trade doesn't really move me like that. I feel like it doesn't. Now,
was Zion healthy all this year? I think he missed. I don't think he missed that many games.
He didn't miss that many, but when he was gone, though, it was very much, like you could tell his presence wasn't there. But like I said, if they would have kept Valanciunas, if Valanciunas didn't get traded, and that their starting five, would have been like intact, whatever, I would have been like, okay, that's a solid team. That's a solid, starting five. That team can win games. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. But shout out to Trey Murphy, but if Trey Murphy keeps playing at a high level, keep doing his thing as far as shooting and everything like that, and spacing the floor, and you got Alvarado doing his thing, that team could be scary. But like I said, it only matters if Zion stays healthy. Zion's been in the league for about, 4 years? He's going on his
4
seasons.
2019 he was drafted. So he's going into his 5th season?
5th season. Zion's gone into his 5th season. He's only been in one All-Star game. I don't think he has any All-NBA accolades yet, but he's been on a rookie team, whatever. But all I'm saying is that he's going into your 5th season, Zion, expecting a huge jump from you this year, man. You've heard what people have been saying about you as far as what you be doing on the court, as far as your eating habits and stuff, and what other recreational stuff you do off the court, man. I'm expecting you to have a solid, all-star caliber season to remind people why they drafted you number 1. Because I've been seeing on Twitter people saying when is it time for us to call Zion a bust? I'm not going to sit up here and say Zion's a bust. But if you do look at just his 5 years, the Pelicans have only gone to the playoffs twice. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think it's twice.
Yeah, they've only gone to the playoffs twice, and he's been there since 2019, man.
But there's been a lot of times when he's been healthy, and the Pelicans are the 1 seed.
Yeah, my freshman year, 2 years ago, I remember for a brief moment, the Pelicans were the 1 seed in the West.
And then he goes down. So
and then he went down, and so literally, like I said to you, the team is only going to move if Zion is healthy. If Zion's not healthy, that team's not making any waves. It's not doing anything in the West, and especially this year, because when I say it, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. The West is it's like every year it just gets better and better and better.
I don't know. I think the opposite this year.
Are you serious?
The West is going to be a little weak this year.
Healthy Ja, right? You got isn't Westbrook in Denver, or that hasn't happened yet?
I don't think it has. I don't think it's happened.
Healthy Ja is going to be back.
No, Westbrook re-signed with the Clippers.
Oh, Westbrook did re-sign. You got Ja coming back. So Memphis already gonna be looking nice next year because they got Gigi Jackson, Ja, Edie. So they're gonna be scary next year. You got Sacramento. You got Dallas. LeBron's still gonna do his thing. Denver's still gonna find a way to have success. The Thunder are gonna be nice. The West looks kind of scary next year. Even though they lost Klay Thompson and Golden State, Buddy Hield being over there and making another splash.
Buddy Hield was a great pickup.
That's a great pickup. And yeah, I mean the East looks good this year. Obviously, you got Bridges going to the Knicks. You're able to resign OG. So the Knicks gonna be scary this year. Boston's coming off of winning a championship. Obviously, everybody's picking them to win it again. Philly getting Paul George and retooling their whole roster. The Bucks coming off of their disappointing season, but Giannis being healthy and everything like that. So it's going to be an interesting season for sure. I still feel like the West is going to be a lot more loaded than the East, though. That's just me. I feel like the West. I feel like
with the way the West is looking, the Pelicans can definitely push through, bro. They can definitely push through and make the playoffs.
But, make the playoffs, yeah, but how far though? You get what I mean? Like
at that point, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. But this is a perfect segue to like what I was going to say next. You did this a couple of weeks ago in our podcast episode. We talked about football, and we talked about over under on like the team success this year. And so I thought it would be a great time to bring this segment back. So we're going to do over under basketball edition. And since we're talking about the East and the West, I feel like we're going to just choose. I'm going to name 5 teams from the West. You're going to give me your over under on how many wins they get. And then you'll do it with me with the East. So I'm going to give you. Yeah. So, all right, here we go. All right. So first team I got.
I feel like with basketball, over under wins is a little bit tricky because there's so many different. Hey, go ahead.
We don't even got to do wins. We could just do over under like as far as how far
playoffs
they go.
Play in.
Yeah, how far they go.
I feel we can throw the wins in there too. We can throw the wins in there too.
All right. So the first team I'm going to give you, Golden State.
So I think, if anything, they make the play-in. If they make it up the play-in.
That's their floor?
Ooh, their floor is not making the playoffs at all. Not making anything. But I feel like, I don't know, Stephen Curry can make a miracle happen. I feel like they're going to make the play-in and make it out the play-in. They're going to be like the 7th seed or something like that, and then push to the play-in.
All right. And their ceiling is going to be what? What you thinking?
I couldn't tell you, but if they face the Lakers, they lose. First of all, they face any team, they lose.
Yeah.
Unless the Kings somehow make it either. It really all depends. It really all depends who they play. It depends who they play.
All right. So we got making a play-in or no playoffs. All right. So we smashing over on that, or what we doing?
I'm trying to think of a good number. I want to say. How many games in the NBA season? 82?
82. I definitely got him for at least. I'm over 40, over 45. No,
yeah, 44 and a half.
Yeah.
44 and a half.
I'm sure.
44 and a half. I'm gonna have to go over. I feel like, I'm gonna have to go over.
Got you. All right.
It's not gonna be over 50 though. It's
gonna be for sure. All right,
48 or something.
Next team in the West, I got you. Next team in the West, obviously lost in the conference finals this last year to the Timberwolves. Lost in the conference finals lost in the conference finals. It wasn't the conference finals. Second round. I'm tripping. I lost to the Timberwolves in the playoffs this past year. Obviously that roster is being retooled right now. Denver Nuggets. What we think about the Nuggets this year, man?
Denver Nuggets. I'm trying to remember, what was their downfall in that series? Oh, they were Jamal Murray was just getting hounded.
Yeah. Also, too, Caldwell Pope is gone. So
yeah, he is in Orlando.
Yeah.
They got to find another shooter. Wow. I don't know. That might hurt them. KCP was a really good player.
A solid defender. He was a solid defender for them for sure.
Defender. He was always open. He hitting shots.
Yeah, he was.
They're gonna make the playoffs. I feel like Denver. They're gonna make the playoffs, bro.
I say their floor is gonna be second round. Ceiling is gonna be conference finals for sure. They could definitely make the conference finals. I'm not saying they're
I feel like they just going. I feel like they probably gonna lose second round again.
all right. Yeah, I feel like, and then what's their record? What we thinking?
Ooh, they might. Probably similar to the Warriors. I'm gonna say
Really?
like a few wins more than the Warriors. That's really about it. I want to say like 40, 48, 49 wins.
49,
50 maybe. But
All
that
right.
little range.
All right. And then let's see. Next team I want to do. Let's do the Western Conference champs, Dallas Mavericks.
How many wins do they have this year? Sub 50. I think they had 49.
I can check for you right now.
Go ahead, check. I think they might have 49.
Let's see. Dallas finished 50-32.
About one. That hurts. I thought they're gonna add a few wins to that. Maybe 55.
55. All right.
That's really about it. They gonna make it for maybe Western Conference Finals again.
I got you. All right. And what's your line? So over 50?
Ooh, yeah, over 50.
Over
I like
50?
that.
All right, got you. All right. And then next team I got, Oklahoma City. Obviously being the 1 seed this year.
And they added a lot of few assets.
Yeah, definitely added a few assets. Hardenstein, obviously. Solid rebounder. Another center.
Great rebounder.
Yeah, another center that can, come in and play that, backup role for Chet, or even if they start him. But yeah, man, they had a lot of success this year in the regular season. Couldn't get it done in the playoffs, but people were expecting to, build on that. So, what we thinking, Jay?
Ooh, I think first off, I think they start Hartenstein. I feel like they bulk up their lineup. They lost Giddey. They just moved Lou Dort over to the 2, J-Dub to the 3.
They got Caruso too, right?
Oh, they did get Caruso. Yeah. Ooh, they did get Caruso.
Yeah, the Thunder gonna be nice this year.
I ain't gonna hold. I think the Thunder might take the 1 or 2 seed again.
Shout out Aiden too, because I know Aiden played for times like this. Aiden, former guest on the podcast.
Definitely going to either hit the 1 or 2 seed. They're gonna be up there.
So they
have a really good team, really deep team.
Yeah, really deep and young too. So we will be thinking over 55. What's the?
Oh, most definitely. I think they had. How many wins did they have this year?
I can check for you right now.
Was it 58?
Let's see.
59.
Yeah, 57.
Oh, I'm off by 1 again. Ooh, that hurts, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm almost there, man. I'll be there. Yeah, but they're definitely gonna take that 1 seed again. I think they're gonna take that 1 seed again.
I feel like the floor is gonna be second round, exit again. Ceiling's gonna be conference finals, maybe even a finals trip. Honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I seen him in the finals. I feel like Chet, him moving to the 4, well, if they start Hartenstein, him moving to the 4 would assume like a Evan Mobley or like a Jaren Jackson role. Like he's really going. I feel like he's really going to thrive at that 4 spot.
That's gonna be nice. All right, and then your final team for the West. We're gonna give you the. You know what? We're gonna give you the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Actually, bump that. Let's say the Lakers.
Ooh. Who did they sign? Okay, did they sign anyone? I know they're rookies, Connect and
Bronny.
Lil James.
Lil James. Junior.
Dang, I don't think they signed anybody.
The Lakers, for reference, finished with 47 wins.
I could have guessed that. I would have guessed 48. 40. I would have probably been one off again.
Yeah. Finished with 47 wins. I can see who the Lakers signed. I don't think the Lakers made any free agent moves.
Yeah, I don't. Lakers free agent
Obviously, Lakers. JJ Redick is their new coach. Obviously, if you watch basketball, Old Man the 3, or the podcast that JJ has with LeBron. The IQ is really off the charts with both of them. So that definitely could open up a lot of different possibilities as far as team success and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the players who are on the floor. LeBron and AD are going to bring it, but let's face it, LeBron is old. LeBron cannot carry the load all by himself. So you're going to need to rely on AD to be healthy. Bringing D'Lo back, which I mean, we'll see about that. I don't
I feel
think
like D'Angelo Russell's overhated, bro. Like he missed a few shots in the playoffs, but he's a great point guard. Like
he's
not
not
great. He's above average. He's above average.
he's not a bad point guard at all.
Like any other team,
I've been
like,
high on
he's thriving. He's averaging 20 any other
I've been
team.
high on D'Lo since he went to Brooklyn back in. I've been high on D'Lo since he was in Brooklyn. He's not a bad point guard at all. Just when
he's just playing with LeBron James. Like he's playing with LeBron James.
Yeah. D'Lo is a smooth point guard.
He's a ball dominant point guard playing with LeBron James.
He's a solid PG. But yeah. So what are you thinking?
Dang, man. I feel like when go ahead.
The floor for the Lakers, I feel like it's first round.
Okay.
I honestly don't in the JJ's first year, I don't see them doing anything crazy. If they do anything, it's gonna be after this year, but that's just me.
I feel the opposite way.
Really?
I feel like JJ's first year is gonna be his best year coaching.
Really? All right.
I think so. You can say the same with Nick Nurse when Steve Nash took the Nets with the trio to the finals, and they happened to they lost not the finals, but when they lost to the Bucks because Kevin Durant stepped on the line. Whenever that was, bro. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
That was Steve Nash's first year, if I'm not mistaken. First or second year. But
That was his first. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I feel like his first year is going to be his best year, especially with the team he has. Can they improve? Most definitely. Should they improve this free agency? Most definitely.
Yeah.
But I feel like JJ Redick's first year is going to be his best year. I'm thinking their ceiling
over 50.
50. I can see him getting over 50.
Go ahead and put that under.
That's a close line. Yeah, I'm gonna say under.
49.5.
I still take that. I think they're gonna get 48 wins. 48. They're gonna add a win to that. Maybe two, hopefully.
All right.
But under 49.5.
And I know I said that was your last one, but we're just for the fun of it. Obviously, I want to do one more with you. Let's do the Phoenix Suns.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
And the Suns finished 49-33 last year as the 6th seed. Obviously, got swept by the Timberwolves in the first round.
Terrible. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to see what moves they made. I can see right now.
Yeah, do they have any moves? I don't.
Mason Plumlee, Monte Morris. Yeah, I don't see anything else.
I mean, that helps their bench a little bit because their bench was awful. I don't know who their backup center was.
They re-signed Royce O'Neal, re-signed Bobo. Yeah, and then they just shout out UVA, but they drafted my boy Ryan Dunn. But what are we thinking about the Suns' success this year?
You said they finished 49 and
33.
I'll take the over on 50. They have Royce O'Neal, Mason Plumlee, Monte Morris. That helps their bench out a little bit. I'm trying to think.
Pretty sure Nurkic is still their starting center.
Yeah.
D-Book, Grayson Allen, KD. They still have Beal. So it's still a solid team on paper, but obviously it just
they need some more offensive schemes, bro.
Yeah.
They have too many scores, bro.
Yeah.
They have too many scores.
It's a lot. And they tried to replicate. I feel like they tried to replicate what happened in Brooklyn. I think you can't do that, especially with 3 ball dominant players with Beal, KD, and Booker. I feel like it kind of messed up the synergy a little bit, and I feel like with the Suns, it was so dumb that they even made that trade. Tried to even get KD because of the fact that you guys had a solid, deep roster before you guys went to the finals, and then you guys lost in the conference finals in Game 7. Y'all got blown out. Yeah, sure, it happens. But, come on. But why in the world are we trading away our young core for KD? Don't get me wrong. If, it's KD, I understand. But you don't trade away Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges for that. I don't know why they would do that. And that messed up because that literally depleted their whole bench. So, and now with the Suns now, they don't have any draft picks, I'm pretty sure.
I think they gained a few. They might have gained a few.
They gained a few, but, now it's just like they're in this desperate win now mode and everything like that.
Yeah.
So this could either they win a championship off of this, or they crash and burn.
Nah, I think they're gonna fail, but when they do fail, they're gonna have to turn that. They're gonna have to do that. That rebuild is gonna be painful. That rebuild is gonna be painful, bro.
Yeah. But what's the line here, Jay? You said over 50?
Yeah, I'll take it over 50. That's a tough one, but they need D-Book to initiate like a pass first rule. I don't know how that's going. I don't think that's going to happen, bro.
All right, got you. All right,
my fault. He's a great scorer. Like what James Harden did in Brooklyn, he kind of had to assume that passing role after being such a great scorer.
You think it's going to be possible with D-Book though to do that? Because
it can be,
but I don't know if it's going to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so we just did the West. I just gave you your West teams. Now you're going to give me some East teams. We're going to do the same exact thing.
Give you a few East teams.
Yeah.
First, let's start off with your 76ers, man.
All right, man.
I'm going to give you a line. 50. 50 wins.
50 wins. All right, so obviously Sixers, reloaded their whole roster. They gotten deeper. We brought players in such as PG. I'm smashing it over. I feel like we winning more than 50 games this year for sure. I forgot what we finished with last year.
Yeah, see what you got finished with last, because I might be undercutting you guys.
The Sixers finished with 47 wins last year.
Oh, that's less than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like that 50 line then. I'll
definitely say we're winning, over 50 games this year for sure.
Okay, okay. You thinking, well, obviously you're going to hope your team makes the playoffs. What's your furthest?
Got you. Floor for the Sixers, I'll just say second round. The ceiling is we win the championship. Stop smiling. Stop laughing.
Okay.
Stop laughing.
Okay.
But ceiling is we win the championship. We get the job done. We take care of business. Hopefully that's the case. But with the Sixers, one thing I've learned as I watch the team is you honestly don't know. So we'll see. But yeah.
Well, let's go with your rivals, the reigning champions, the Boston Celtics.
Over 60.
Ooh, yeah. I think they finished 63. They finished with 63 wins.
They finished with 63 wins this year?
Go ahead, Chip.
They finished with 64.
Oh!
I don't think Boston's winning less than 60 games this year coming up. I mean, obviously they're able to bring back almost everybody. Yeah, I don't see them really. I don't think they're gonna.
So we're gonna give you a line of 63 and a half.
They won
over under.
Did they not win 64 last year?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, well 65. Let's just do that line.
65 wins.
Over under.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Knowing Boston, I know they're gonna start off. They're gonna have some sort of championship hangover for sure, because every team has it. Except for that Warriors team that when KD was there, when they won like 20 straight to start off the season, but they're gonna have some sort of hangover, but they're still gonna win a lot of games. And like I said before, they brought back most of their team, and you see the way Tatum's talking about all these other acquisitions going around the league, like it's not fazing them, So all that to pretty much say is over. I feel like they can definitely win 67, 68 games for sure. But yeah, floor for the Celtics, they lose in the finals.
Ooh, that's the floor? Okay.
Honestly, I'm a Sixers fan, I know, but Boston could most definitely get back to the championship next year for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's be honest, let's be real. Boston I'm pretty sure they only lost one game at home that whole playoffs.
No, it was two.
Or two games at home that whole playoffs. And when Boston's on fire,
Cavaliers and Mavericks.
Cavaliers and the Hawks.
The Hawks.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was the Mavericks. The Mavericks took one game.
They won in Dallas though. They didn't win in
Oh yeah, yeah, they did win in Dallas
yeah.
game 4. Yeah, I guess you're right then.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
yeah. So, Boston's on their own. Like I said, they brought back everybody. They could definitely get back and make another deep playoff run. Literally, the coach for the Celtics the other day was like, yeah, oh, we're doing like these celebrating all this stuff, and Coach Mazzulla's already talking about plans for next year as far as like schemes and stuff. Like, what are you on, bro? Like, y'all just won the title. Like, you can rest.
No,
But
Joe Mazzulla is
he's different.
first off a mastermind.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like that's the start of something in Boston. They definitely can win 67 games this year. Matter of fact, let me be more realistic. The floor for the Boston Celtics is losing the conference finals. The ceiling is them winning the championship. I take that. That's more realistic. That's a crazy high floor for a rival team. But all right, yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Okay. Threw a little. What's that? Atlantic division. Threw a little Atlantic division in there. Let's see. Good East team. Decent East team. Okay. Miami Heat. Where did they finish this year? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
You want me to tell you where they finished, or you want me to tell you their record?
tell me their record, but I'm gonna guess first.
I got you.
They finished 44. They had 44 wins.
They had 46.
2, man. I'm almost there.
46 wins. Obviously, with the Heat, they lost Caleb Martin. But they were able to get no one. Actually, they didn't make any moves. But
yeah, they haven't made any moves.
They just drafted somebody, Khalil Ware. He's nice.
Oh yeah, the center.
He's nice. And they obviously with the Heat, they're all about developing players and stuff. So that should turn out to be a solid pickup for them. Hopefully, Jimmy Butler is gonna be if he's healthy, the Heat are on. But I don't know, man. You can't get that far in this league for just the power of friendship and tomfoolery anymore, man. With the Heat, what's the line?
You said they finished 46. I'm gonna go. Why not do it again? 46.5. Like
we're gonna say under. We're gonna say under that. They're gonna either finish with 46 wins this year, or they're gonna finish under. I don't see the Heat winning 50 games this year. Like you said, the East has gotten significantly better. Jimmy Butler is going to definitely need more help to be able to compete in the East. Tyler Hero and Adebayo is just not enough. They need something else.
I agree.
That's not going to do anything.
I'm trying to think for Khalil Ware. He has to come off the bench because Bam. You can't put Bam at the 4. You can't. Bam is a 5 and he does everything.
Yeah, and as far as the Heat, I don't even know how their bench unit is going to look for next year.
I couldn't tell you. You said they lost Caleb Martin. I know they re-signed Haywood Highsmith. I know they lost. Who was their backup point guard? DeLon Wright, former Wizard.
Point that out, but go ahead.
I don't know if Kevin Love's still on the team.
No, I think Kevin Love resigned.
Tragic. I couldn't tell you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll see, man. We'll see. But Pat Riley definitely needs to make some moves, but I definitely say under 46 wins for sure.
Agreed. They might make the play. I think they're going to make the play-in again.
They're going to make the play-in. It's going to be the same situation as this year.
Yeah, I feel like the same.
Let's get the Bulls out the way. Under 42 wins.
Oh, yeah, I do like the Bulls. I think that was going to be my next one.
Oh, for real? Under.
You said under 42.
They finished, for the record, the Bulls finished with 39 wins.
Finally!
Yeah, so under 39.
Oh, under 39?
Yes, I don't see them improving this year. I mean,
I feel like they need to blow that team up. They
really need to. They really need to. Like Kobe White's nice, but
Kobe White, Levine, they've been trying to get rid of Levine so bad, bro.
They can't because his value's gone low. I mean, like
but
they should
Miami could use exactly.
They should have gotten rid of Levine like a season or two ago. Like they doing this now. It's like this whole fire sale and stuff. That's not going to work.
Because they thought they was going to win.
Yeah, y'all not doing that. Y'all were a 4 seed in the playoffs one time. Back when Lonzo and everybody was healthy. And see, that's what happens. But all right, what we got next? The Knicks. You want to do the Knicks? Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, we can. Oh yeah, we might as well. Yeah, that's good. Let's do Knicks and then Milwaukee, and
All right.
we're gonna do Hawks after. I like the Hawks.
Okay. All right. Knicks. They finished at 50 wins this year. Obviously, the 2 seed. Over 50 wins. Their floor is
You got
going
them over?
over for sure. Bringing back OG, obviously re-signing Brunson, and bringing Mikal Bridges to join Dante DiVincenzo and Josh Hart. That team's gonna be fun to watch. That team's gonna win a lot of games this year.
Yeah, I like the over too. I feel like first off, their team is loaded, and they got rid of so many picks. So
And they got a lot of depth too.
Yeah, they have to win.
Yeah, they need to.
I'm trying to think.
They need to.
Who's their big man? Mitchell Robinson.
And then Randall's gonna be back next year too. That team needs to win.
I need to trade Randall. I feel like they can get some things for Randall.
We'll see.
But Mitchell Robinson, he can't stay healthy to save his life. Who's their backup center? Jericho Sims. They need more depth at the center position.
Taj Gibson, is he not on the team? I mean,
Taj Gibson is 40 years old.
Okay, yeah, but like
former Wizard. But Taj Gibson is 40 years old, bro. No worries. He's not a threat. He's not a threat at the 5, bro.
And then Milwaukee. All right, so I said for the Knicks, I said that.
Yeah, for the Knicks, you have what's your floor, ceiling? Yeah,
floor, second round,
mm-hmm.
Ceiling. I'll say conference finals. I don't think they're going.
Yeah, I can definitely see them making the conference. They should have made it this year, but they put up a stinker going against Indiana.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, everybody was hurt.
It was just bodies dropping. All
right, and then last Milwaukee. How many wins they won last year, Jay?
Ooh, 51.
49.
Okay, that's two.
49 wins. I don't know, man. Milwaukee's a tricky case because Doc Rivers being their coach.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, you're telling me. But Doc Rivers,
glorified loser.
Yeah, Doc Rivers being their coach, man. Obviously, regular season, Doc has the ability of turning a team into a solid team, but then playoffs, nowhere to be found. So,
thank you.
I mean, they could win a lot of games this year. Honestly, 49.
Yeah, we're going to say their line is 51. 50.
But knowing that Giannis is going to be healthy, Giannis is healthy, and Dame is on, that team's going to be scary.
Yeah.
But on the back end, as far as Doc Rivers in their rotation and who they play, we don't know how that's going to look.
He's a horrible coach.
Like I said a couple episodes ago, the Bucks at the beginning of the season with Adrian Griffin as their coach, we saw a lot of play from Marshawn Beauchamp. We saw a lot of play from their young guys. They were winning games. They had one of the best marks heading into the All-Star break. They got rid of Adrian Griffin. Doc Rivers was their replacement.
A horrible idea.
Pat Bev went to Milwaukee, and what happened? They lost.
Where's Pat Bev now? I think is he still in Milwaukee or is he a free agent?
He didn't get traded, I don't think. I don't think he's a free agent.
Oh, okay. I'm tweaking.
Yeah. I don't think he's a free agent. But
they shouldn't have got rid of Adrian Griffin.
They shouldn't have gotten rid of a lot of players.
He didn't even finish a year. Like, they didn't let him finish, bro.
And Griffin wasn't even that bad of a coach. I don't know if it was with Giannis. I don't know.
Yeah, it was something with Giannis, and I think their defense wasn't as good.
But they were
I know their defense improved after the All-Star game.
I mean, yeah.
Second half of the season.
Yeah. But like I said, man, it's just gonna be interesting to see this team under Doc Rivers for a whole season.
Yeah.
So we'll see. As far as the line, and let me say the floor first. Floor, first round. Ceiling, I want to say
second round. Second round.
Second round.
They're gonna make the playoffs. That's about it. I feel like they wouldn't be that hard to shut down.
I'll say second round. And then the under, you said over 50. You said 50 is the line. I'll say 50. Under. They're gonna probably win just about 49 games again this year. They're gonna drop this year because the league has pretty much figured out Giannis, and with Dame, I mean,
he was so inconsistent. Yeah. Oh my goodness, bro.
So we'll definitely see about that. Plus, Dame didn't even want to go to Milwaukee, so we'll see. But Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the over.
He has been in the middle of nowhere his entire career, going from Portland, Oregon to Milwaukee.
That's
Like,
nasty
bro,
work. It's nasty work. I still laugh about
no
that.
city life, no city life.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. But
Nothing.
and then last but not least with Atlanta, we're just
Yeah, I
gonna
like the Atlanta Hawks.
36. They had 36. Let me see. They did not have 36. They did have 36 wins this year. 36 wins
I
this
wasn't gonna guess that low. Goodness me.
They had 36 wins this year. Obviously losing Javonte Murray. They got number 1 draft pick.
Who did they trade? What was the Javonte Murray trade? I don't remember who they got, but
Let me see. Trade.
I'm trying to remember. I know EJ Liddell was in there somewhere. That's all I can think of, bro.
Murray was traded, Jacques Londell for Danilo Gallinari, multiple first round picks.
Okay.
Over 36. They'll win like 40 something games.
Yeah, I want to say low 40s, like 41, 42.
Yeah, I'm not
40, yeah, 41.
41, 42. They're gonna sneak into the plan somehow, some way, but
maybe, potentially, possibly.
Floor is playing, ceilings first round. But yeah. But
I agree. Okay, last but not least. I want to speak about my Wizards, though. I want to speak about my Wizards.
Here we go.
I want to speak about my Wizards. Okay, so don't tell me the wins. I know we had 17?
15. My God.
Dang, bro. I'm supposed to know this, bro. I'm supposed to know this.
All right.
I'm supposed to know this, man.
Jesus.
Stay down. We got the number 2 pick. We got the best player in the draft.
I didn't know that the Hornets had more wins than y'all, though.
Did the Hornets had 22?
21.
Bro, what's up with me and off by 1, bro?
You're good. But you want me to give you guys a line, or?
Yeah, I want to say,
y'all gonna have more than 15 wins this year, I would hope.
Honestly,
at least 20.
I want Cooper Flagg. Capture the flag. I need that white boy on my team.
We're going to get into Team USA and Cooper Flagg in a moment for sure. But
I need that white boy on my team.
So okay, so you want under? You want under 15?
Yeah, we can set the line at 15. Honestly, I hope we get lucky like the Hawks did, bro. Like, not play as bad. I want to see my players perform, and if we win games, that's spectacular. But I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm gonna say over 15. Hopefully, we still get the first pick.
Over 15. All right.
I want that white boy on my team. I need that white boy.
The floor, honestly, no playoffs. Ceiling, no playoffs.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Yeah, but that's another segment of over under. Like I said, previous episodes, we're definitely gonna be doing this. It's gonna be a thing that we do for basketball, football. But yeah, moving on though, because you just talked about Cooper Flagg.
Ooh, that white boy, dangerous. Woo!
Yeah, somebody said on Twitter they're like Cooper Flagg was busting the Team USA just the way that LeBron was probably busting Michael Jordan in the dream.
And that was unrecorded. Oh, I know Big Bron was putting in work. Oh my goodness,
I believe it too for sure. But yeah, let's talk about Team USA for a sec, man. Obviously, they played Canada 2 nights ago. It started off slow, but they were able to take care of business. Dylan Brooks,
definitely.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks was being a pest, but it's what you expect. As far as I'm concerned, they should be able to win the gold with this team. The only
if
difference,
they don't, that'd be a disappointment.
That would be like a crazy failure. I mean, absolute crazy failure. I mean, obviously, with Team USA this year, we know the reason how this team got assembled is because not only did Noah Lyles say that they're the world champs of whatever, make his comments, but if you remember FIBA last year and the roster that we sent out, it was a crazy roster, which consisted.
I think our best player might have been Langston Galloway.
Our best player last year on that team was Anthony Edwards, most definitely.
Oh, I do recall that. Okay, I do recall that.
It was Walker Kessler, a team that featured Walker Kessler.
I do recall that.
I'm pretty sure it was Jalen Brunson, Austin Reeves, It was a real gross team. It was a gross team.
I mean, nobody wanted to play. Like everybody's trying to lock in for the NBA season.
Fair point. And obviously with Team USA, we just a couple of days ago, we also found out Kawhi wasn't gonna be playing, which
also because he didn't want to get injured.
Yeah. Which
prompted, at that point, get your gold medal. My fault. But at that point, just get your gold medal, bro.
Yeah.
You won your chip, get your gold medal too, bro.
Which prompted Team USA to veer from the Finals MVP to go after Derek White, which is a cool pickup, but on a team that's loaded like that, and you want the best players, me personally, I would say go for Jalen Brown or get Jalen Brown. But I think it was the thing between Jalen Brown and Nike, because he said something on Twitter about Nike, this is what we're doing and everything like that.
Good model, bro.
I don't know the details for sure, but like you said, they don't win the gold this year. It's gonna be a disappointment. But I admit it feels so good to see Braun and Curry on the same team, man. And I'm definitely,
it's like the Avengers just suiting up. They putting on all their equipment. It's just
we don't gotta talk about Embiid fouling out in 12 minutes, but
third quarter.
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about that. But it feels good seeing Curry and LeBron play. KD's gonna come back, be healthy. But yeah, I'm just enjoying it, cherishing it, because this may be the last time we see them in the Olympics, which is crazy to even think about.
Oh, does Curry? I think Curry might play.
Curry may play one more, but Bron, KD, I don't see it.
They are going to be done for.
Yeah, I don't see them playing in 2020. What's it, 24? So 2028? I don't see it. So, yeah.
Oh, does Curry? No, Curry's like 36.
36, probably.
34. He might be 30.
So Curry will probably play one more.
Yeah, Curry will play one more.
Yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, man. But yeah, Cooper Flagg was cooking them. There was like multiple possessions that I saw in the scrimmage where Cooper Flagg would switch on to Drew Holiday. He dropped Drew Holiday, and then he made a mid-range over AD like it was nothing. Like
Mr. Work that white boy work him. White boy work him. I need that white boy on my team.
Jalen,
I gotta see him in DC.
Before we go any further, what is your pitch to Cooper Flagg to come to Washington? Like, give me your pitch right now. If you were making if you had to speak on behalf of the Wizards right now.
So if the Wizards were the first pick, and I had to speak to Cooper Flagg. Well, first of all, if we the first pick, we selected him. That white boy. But
no, but like, what's your pitch to get Cooper Flagg to come to Washington? Like, give me
want to come to DC.
Give me your authentic Jalen Reed pitch right here.
Well, first off, I'm gonna point out how young our team is, how free he will be to do whatever he pleases on the court.
I need it off the cuff, Jalen. I need it off the cuff, man. Like, I need your full pitch.
I'm not role playing about me putting Cooper Flagg. But I'm gonna speak on how young our team is, how he have a lot of freedom. He have the green light because the way he was cooking, oh my goodness. And most definitely, I'm gonna speak about the city, Chocolate City. There's so much to do in DC.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one of them boring. I feel like we can definitely make DC a big market, bro, in all the sports.
For sure. Especially
like, who wouldn't want to come to the nation's capital, bro?
For sure. And plus, when the Wizards were on a couple of years ago with John Wall, like, you saw how people showed up to the games and stuff, for sure. Yeah. Especially when they had their old logo. Man, that was, like, the best times for the Wizards. Like, so, yeah.
Definitely can have Capital One jumping, bro.
Yeah. Y'all need to change that to the Verizon Center again, man.
That's not like a thing we changed. They got sponsored.
I know.
They paid for the sponsorship. And that's what happens, bro.
Honestly, I just miss like the old design of the Verizon Center inside.
The little check mark, the little red check mark.
Yes, man. That brings back memories, man.
Indeed it does.
Yeah. And they had like the little giant Jumbotron with like the Capitol and stuff on the side of like the thing. Like I always thought that was cool. Just being in there. But yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap up this episode. Obviously, got the biggest game of, the century coming out Monday. We got the biggest game of the century coming out Monday. NCAA 25. Jalen, how are we feeling, man, about this game, man?
I'm feeling spectacular. This is a generational game. They are going to get, well, first off, I'm sure they got so many sales, but they're going to get plenty more. Everyone's going to be playing this game. Everybody's going to spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours on this game. And it looks amazing. That's all I can say right now. It looks amazing.
To put it in perspective for people who either don't know about NCAA 25 or people who weren't really playing it when almost back in the day, almost every season, when Madden would come out, college football would come out during the summer. And what we would do is, well, not we, but what people would do is they'll get college football, they'll make their little player, whatever, they'll export them onto Madden, they'll get Madden, and they'll like complete their whole journey, whatever, and it'll be cool. But the college football games were always, in my opinion, better than Madden because it just played faster. You had like the traditions, the fans, and it was just always like a live experience. And it was simplified too. Like it wasn't like no crazy stuff to it. Like you didn't have to make trades, all this stuff. They were doing my first college football game that I played was NCAA 06 because my stepbrother, they had like the old Xbox. So I would just play. They would always use USC, and I would use Virginia for some reason. That was never a fair game, but but yeah. So I would play that, and then when I got my Xbox, I was playing like NCAA 14. I was playing 13. My favorite one was obviously 14 though. That's most people loved NCAA 14.
Yeah, it just like it was around for so long because they discontinued it, so everybody was playing. Yeah. That's all they could play.
So literally after 14, you're thinking, oh, next summer they're gonna come back with another one. No, so they don't come back with another one next summer, and then they stop making the NCAA games altogether. So that caused people to mod, make revamped versions and stuff like that on PC and everything like that. But the thing that's so crazy about it now that I'm even thinking about this game that's coming out is we missed out on so many crazy NCAA games. Like,
oh my goodness, Manziel was Tebow. We have Tebow.
We had Tebow.
Okay,
Manziel, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Leonard Fournette, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson,
Justin Fields. Oh my goodness,
Justin Fields. Yes.
What's that Ohio State quarterback's name, bro? Oh, I can't remember his name, bro.
Who are you thinking about? Oh, Stroud?
No, not Stroud. I think he wore 12, bro.
Braxton?
You said what?
Braxton Miller?
No, not bro. Dang, what's his name?
Ardell Jones?
It's gonna hit me again.
What year he played?
I don't remember, bro.
JT Barrett.
JT Barrett. Dog.
Saquon. The dude from Georgia. Oh my gosh, he missed out on Mayfield and Nick Chubb too.
We missed out on so much. We're gonna be naming for days, bro. We're gonna be naming for days.
We missed out on so many players that played during the hiatus. So in 2021, whatever they say, we're bringing it back. We're thinking, yeah, right. And then last year, whatever, they dropped the trailer, little sneak peek trailer, and then we seen the gameplay and stuff, and it's just like a.
I don't think it was last year, like a complete 365 days. Like it was fairly recent. I want to say it was
March or something. It was March.
Yeah, April. I want to say it was like springtime, early springtime, late winter. It was fairly recent.
I'm telling you though, but when the thing was when this they did the trailer and everything, they're like, oh, it's only gonna be on PS5. It's not gonna be current gen either.
Which is top tier.
Which I think, because I'm pretty sure this makes the first sports game that is strictly only for like V5. Because 2K is on the 4.
That's what's wrong with them. That's what's messing them up right now.
I can do a rant about 2K after this for sure.
That's for another episode.
I may have to close out on that. But with NCAA, man, it's first true game on the 5. They've been doing deep dives and stuff for the past month and a half about this game. And the game just looks absolutely phenomenal. They listen to the community, they listen to people who, want another college football game. And now we're in a position where tomorrow, this whole weekend, we got people playing the game, live streaming the game and stuff like that. And people dropping Road to Glory stuff it's amazing,
It
man.
looks
I'm
beautiful. It's just
I'm
beautiful.
so excited, man. Monday, this feels like for this game, it's crazy because when other games come out, usually it goes by quick. But it feels like for this game, especially, it feels like it's just a slow build up, man. Like it feels like the 2 weeks between like the last time we had a deep dive and when the game comes out, I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna go by quick. It's been going by so slow, man. Like Monday cannot come here soon enough, man.
Most definitely. I feel like it's definitely one of the most anticipated games I've like experienced
sure.
for a while. I'm trying to like think back to a really good one, and I just can't. It might have been.
I mean, maybe you could say like the Spider-Man game, like even when Spider-Man came out, because I remember people were talking about that. But
Yeah, I can't give you. I can't even give you a game
dude, like as far as the
that's
most
been
anticipated,
this hype.
most anticipated sports game that's come out, this takes the cake. You got 25, 30-year-olds who are probably going to request time off next week to play this game.
No, most
And
definitely.
I'm
A lot
like,
of people calling in sick, requesting
Jalen,
PTO.
I'm not even joking. Like that's the crazy part. There's going to be grown men calling off next
Most
week.
definitely.
Camped in their room with wings and stuff, playing
Pizza,
fight.
soda, everything they need to survive for the next
Jalen,
10 hours, 12 hours.
Jalen, I already said next week. I already told my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm playing my UVA fight song in my room if you need me. Order some, tailgate, and we're gonna whole stadium ambiance. Like, I'm so excited, man. I haven't, because I mean, people who are doing like the mods and stuff too, they have old consoles. I don't have that. I solely got the 5 literally just to have the experience to play NCAA, man. And the fact that it's actually coming out, man, I'm so. It's gonna be a lot of great games, man. I'm so excited. I don't even know what I'm gonna do first, man. Honestly. So, yeah, man. But Jay, what else you gotta say about NCAA, man?
I have nothing much to say. I'm just ready. I'm ready to have it. I need it all. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm pumped, man. I'm so pumped, man. People have no idea how critical that just the game is. I'm really excited to see Flight play. To be honest with you,
I'm excited to see so many different people play. Like it is just so much anticipation. Like you said earlier, it's
yeah.
I'm ready. Everybody's ready.
I'm not gonna lie, man. When Monday gets here, I may just shed a tear, man.
Yeah, shed a tear. I might throw some beers down or something. I might get out of beer. I get out of body. I got a character. I need something.
Oh my gosh, man.
I got a character, bro.
It's gonna be, and it's coming out on a Monday too for people who got like the deluxe edition too, which is a great start to the week. So, yeah, man, you're not gonna see me on any other game but NCAA next week. Honestly, I think that's gonna be the case for a lot of people because 2K, like, nah. And when NCAA is downloaded onto my console, Madden will be gone. So, yeah.
Madden's already gone. Let's be real.
Madden's already gone. So, yeah.
But
before we go,
let me say something. Let me say. I was going to say, this game is going to give EA so much money. I hope they use this and have the right idea. Like, use the money for good. Like, let's actually fix some of the games that we already have anyway. And that's all I want to say. They need to be smart with their money.
Or this is just me here. What I'm thinking is, if I'm EA, if they capitalize on this, the rest, the money and the sales that they get, they need to use that to build on NCAA every single year. Like this year, obviously we got the announced teams similar to ESPN. If they start building on, and just make this a strictly fun game, they do what they did for this year's game for every single year, past beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this game's going to take the place of Madden. Like literally with Madden, at this point, you could just play Madden 23 and upload the rosters, and it's the same game. It's not. It's like even when I watch the clips and stuff like that, I'm sitting up here saying, why am I spending $50 on this? And like they try to pull like the whole MVP bundle where you get both games. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me, man. No, I'm good. Boomstick technology? Come on, man. That's just hit stick. Like that's nothing special.
We've seen this before.
Yeah, we've seen this before, man. It's just like field sense. Like it's nothing crazy to it. So I'm just ready for Monday. I'm ready to watch the gameplay all this weekend, man. Let's get myself excited for this game. I'm about to take UVA and turn them into a national title program in 3 years.
Okay. Not in 3.
In 3. I guarantee you, man.
We definitely got to start a dynasty up too. A big dynasty. A big online dynasty.
That's the plan. That's the
Most
plan.
definitely, most definitely.
I'm happy everybody.
I need to make sure everyone's in that party at once, bro. At one time, and we all on dynasty.
No, Monday, Jalen. Monday, I'm there, man. Monday, I'm there.
We got to get everybody on, bro.
Yeah, just make sure you pre-order the thing so you get it by Monday.
I got you, bro. Matter of fact, I'll do it after this episode, bro.
Yeah, all right, bet. But before we go, like I said real quick, I need to close out on saying this. I have a message to 2K real quick. NBA 2K.
God.
Yes, I have a message. Look, man, no one's pre-ordering a game. No one's pre-ordering a game without any trailer. That no one is pre-ordering a game for 5,000 VC without any trailer, man. No one's doing that. We have no gameplay. We just have clips and sweat and all that. No one's doing that, man. Well, I'm not being tricked by y'all anymore. I think I'm gonna retire from 2K because it's the same thing, man, and it's not fun anymore. It's just microtransactions, and they're not listening to the community. The city's gonna be back next year. Like, it's no fun anymore. I'm not trying to play robust my career again, man. And yeah, I wasn't obviously that good at rec, but I'm not playing. No, I'm good, man. I'm good off of that.
I definitely feel like, first off, there's so much they can do, and that's a rant for another time. But they've definitely gotten off track, and it's just been copy and paste. Really, it's really just been copy and paste.
I agree.
Like I want to say, what 2K we on right now? 24.
24.
For real, 22. Like, you can copy and paste each of those. Like, those are copy and paste for the roster.
The last, the My Career stories used to be so, thought out and everything like that. More, just stuff going on with them. Now it's just the same thing. You start off not starting. You end up starting. You win a title. You trade.
Yeah,
you go to another team.
It's copy and paste, bro. It's copy and paste.
It's not.
They need to take what their competitors and EA are doing right now. Spend extensive amount of time on a game. Listen to your community. And just produce, bro. They have so much money. They're fiending for so much money here and there. You have all this money now. Produce, bro. You're not producing.
I'm still tripping. Why in the world are we making a cover? We're doing a cover athlete and with no trailer, let alone no gameplay. So you're going to have people pre-ordering the game, and then you're going to be like, it's still the same game from this year, whatever.
It's actually terrible.
That's a waste of $100 right there. So... I
remember they used to do the preludes and stuff like that. Like, they don't even do that. It's a waste of money. It's copy and paste. I'm trying to think.
It feels so long ago. It feels like so long ago, man. The preludes, yeah, I remember that. That was perfect.
It's copy and paste, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think. First off, what I think we need to do is boycott 2K. But
bring NBA Live back, man. Bring NBA Live back.
For real. EA need to tap all this money. Throw the NBA Live on, bro.
Bring NBA Live back, please.
But if I happen... my fault. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm one of the few people who, when NBA Live 18 and 19 came out, when 2K was out, I was still religiously playing NBA Live.
19 was fun.
Presentation, had the whole ESPN set up. Amazing. The gameplay was like an arcade, but I still had fun with it. And it still, overall, was a very smooth game. The park experiences, going to around the world and stuff like that, playing at different, famous, notable parks instead of 2K where they had a little, what is it called? Blacktop, which is Rucker. It's dumb, but, you're going around the world playing at different spots and you're picking up people and stuff, and you're playing at famous AAU circuits. I always thought that was fun, and I always thought it was immersive. You don't do that with 2K. 2K, you go to the park, or you go into the rec, or you go into the theater, and it's yeah, cool, but if I'm not spending a bag on VC and stuff to upgrade my player, why in the world am I here? I feel like 2K, the last best 2K for me was 2K17. They had the 3 parks, they had the little rec center, whatever. They had the events, the Mountain Dew 3 times. And that was it. That's all y'all needed.
I feel like 20 was pretty decent.
20 wasn't bad either, but I also feel like that was also because of COVID as well.
Yeah, that's facts.
I also feel like it was because of COVID as well. But I do agree, though, 20 wasn't as bad either. 20 wasn't that bad. 20 wasn't bad either, because even, if 2K18 was around, if the COVID happened in like 2018, and I had to be stuck playing 2K18 for like 6
That's when
months,
everybody was on Fortnite. Everybody got off 2K18 was on Fortnite. That would have been peak. COVID
that 2K,
Fortnite. Well, that's what happened anyway. But COVID Prime Fortnite. Oh my goodness.
yeah. But with 2K, man, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know who's telling you guys what y'all should be doing as far as like y'all game development each year. But it's like even the people who used to be like creators and stuff for 2K, they not even have fun with the game anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you're telling me that Chris Move is really in like Chris Move, 2K legend, is enjoying playing 7 seasons of my career. Like
he making money.
Like shout out to you for making money, but like I know that's not fun. I know that's here we go again. Like, Cash. I don't even see Cash Nasty uploading any 2K stuff anymore.
Oh my gosh! And what was it 2K20 My Team, Troy, and Cash Nasty, Jester. Oh my gosh!
L2K, real ones. Remember I'm not L2K, LSK. Who else?
It's so many names. There's so many names, bro.
Hoodie Sean. Juice Fan.
So many
Gento.
names, bro.
I mean, like, there's a lot of people who used to be on the 2K thing and used to be dropping. Oh, who else? Not Aiden. I forgot his name, but dude was always raging and stuff, man. Ticino.
Tyson, I think I know who you're talking about. Oh, what's that dude name, bro?
Nate
X. Yes, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like 2K used to be fun, man. I remember Agent before he even started doing AMP stuff.
My gosh, Agent on 2K17 was peak YouTube.
Yes, the best jump shot builds and all this
literally,
stuff, man.
If you needed a jump shot, go to Agent. He'll get you right, bro.
Dude literally was doing stuff, and it's like over the years, man, 2K just got lazy and they don't listen to community, and it shows. And now we're at a point now where 2K is doing the same thing to kids who are younger than us, and it's like, you can't fool me. I'm not spending $100 on a game that has not improved in 4 years, man. And that's why I said, like, this year I may just get NCAA and just say that's it. NCAA, Black Ops, and just GTA. That's it. That's all I need. Any final? Any final thoughts for you, Jay? That's it.
Yeah, I'm not buying 2K until it comes free on PlayStation. I'm not.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not getting that game until it's free.
Until it's like $20 in the PS Store.
Not even $20. When it's free, when they release it for free, like they did PS Plus, bro, that's when I'm getting that jump, bro.
Got you. But yeah, that's
about all.
Yeah, but that's gonna do it for this episode, man. Obviously, a solid, beefy episode. Hour 20. Say thank you to Jay for coming on the episode again, man.
Of course.
Don't worry, man. Quango will be back.
Who knows what he's doing, bro?
He's probably asleep right now, but Quango will be back. Nothing's happened to him. He's fine. He's cooling. We holding things down here though. But we thank you guys for enjoying this episode, listening to it, man. We're probably gonna give you another episode for sure next week. We're not gonna take another 2-week hiatus. Promise you on that. Promise you on that. But thank you guys for tuning into the episode. As always, love you guys. And if you don't know our TikTok, make sure you subscribe to us at YB Pod. Subscribe to YouTube at the Youngbouls Podcast.
Everything in the bio. Everything is in the bio.
Everything in the bio. But appreciate you guys, love you guys, and peace.